Grab that window seat, reserve your spot with our seat selector. Visit lner.co.uk/reserve seat. Hello and welcome to the Quiet Coach on Roots from LNER. I'm Clara Amfo, and on this episode, as I do speak a bit more quietly, we are diving into the travel mind of Self Esteem, aka Rebecca Taylor. So welcome back to Roots, Rebecca. Now, before we get into your snacks, your hacks and your tracks, we are in the Quiet Coach. So I'd like to ask all my guests, how do you wind down when you are away?
What I do, I miss when I used to be able to watch a film or read a book that might inspire me. I can't do any of that now. So I have to watch like Love Island, and I have to like go on the Reddit thread of Drag Race and look at like teenagers arguing about drag queens. And that calms me down. So yeah, I love, low stakes pop culture that does not affect me and what I do for a living.
Do you know what? That totally checks out, and I totally get it, because I could imagine, with someone who makes art in the way you do, you feel things very deeply. So getting dragged into that when you're trying not to perform or whatever, I can imagine could be quite a lot.
My movie is like, hello.
No, honey, it's Netflix.
I'm literally on like another. Love is Blind, Love is Here, Love is.
Do you watch Ultimatum?
Ultimatum, Love. Any of that, that's what I'm doing to wind down.
I love it. Everybody else's drama, so you can forget about yours. Yeah. Love to see it. Okay, so I'd like you to tell me about a place that has inspired you or truly changed your life when it comes to traveling.
Wow. I think finally, it's, there's something about being there and the little girl that was there with me and thinking about, like the tonic is always look at where you've got now and be grateful and sort of, so when I'm whinging and people go, oh, well, what would, teenage Rebecca think about this? And I'm like, shut up. That doesn't mean anything. But then it actually is the thing to do to sort of chill your beans a bit. And in Filey, when I went recently, I was just like, I was like 6-year-old me, was singing and dancing. I was like drawing a line of a stage in the sand and dancing and singing on the edge of it. And yeah, it was humbling and like kind of like, God, I really did do it. Also, I felt like, if it all went up, I could probably afford a small house here. So that soothed me in that way as well.
It's inner child healing. Like I love that idea, isn't it? Of just like getting back to the you that maybe you loved the most.
Yeah, there's some lyrics, there's lyrics going on the new record about, because I lost my way so much and I felt so weirdly done. I went to a Reiki lady in Canary Wharf who said she said she just saw she didn't know anything about me and saw a girl with a guitar in a small bedroom and just playing and writing songs, and I was like, it's all for her, and I did it. So, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And it really, after Prioritize Pleasure and everything last summer, going there, remembering that a bit, really did some bits for me. Yeah
man, keep returning to her and keep taking her to Filey.
Exactly,
absolutely. Okay, we're going to get into your snacks, your tracks and your hacks now. So what are the foods that you have to travel with, like when you're on the road? What are the creature comforts that you need?
Well, sparkling water, which is a boring one.
She's a sparkling water girlie.
I'm like I can't, and also back to teeth, but it's not good for him apparently. But I'll take my vices where I get them now. And it's like, comparatively, we'll stick with sparkling water. We're a really healthy band, unfortunately. So all the rider is really, really healthy. But then sort of 70% of us also want pizza and chips and stuff. So we've got all this health food. And then we still get a McDonald's often. Yeah. But anytime we put anything good on the rider that's naughty, it just gets decimated and that's it. So we do try. We're always trying to be healthy.
Bit of balance.
But on a train, you know what? I love getting a train, getting that M&S, a 3-course of some sort M&S moment. I love.
It makes you feel like a proper grown-up, doesn't it?
I love it. I live for that M&S, the bits and bobs, like the
fancy
mozzarella and or the sun-dried tomatoes. And love all that.
FYI though, if you do scan the QR code in the back of your seat on an LNER train, they give you your snacks. They'll deliver them to you.
They do. I've not done that yet.
Like table service. on the train,
Feels
babe.
correct for me these
Do you know what I mean?
days.
It's the
Yeah.
bougie travel that you deserve.
It
You
is.
see, from Retford to where you are now, you deserve to be able to scan a QR code and get a snack to your seat. Do you know what I mean,
I'm
babe?
literally going tomorrow and I'm going to do it.
Please do. Please do. All right. So what are you listening to when you are doing those train journeys? Because look, we all love to do it. Everyone loves to lean their head on the glass, do up main character syndrome, pretend you're in some sort of melodrama. What's been soundtracking those journeys for you?
Well, that's a big part of when I'm writing music. I'm like, this music is for it's for everyone, but anyone but like straight men to walk up escalators to. I'm feeling jazzed. I'm doing exactly what you just described, like looking out the window and feeling like it's a movie. Up until now, all I've been doing is listening to my new album and the mixes and things like that. So I'm actually going a bit mad. I'm desperate for all the people's music. I'm like so ready to get mad on something new. Because when I'm making my stuff, I sort of can't do anything else. So it's yeah, I'm ready. If you know, Gaga's got to do 7 soon, surely.
Well, Disease, she gave us that, which we loved.
I'm ready for the new Gaga.
I'm ready for this new era Gaga.
Yeah.
So on the flip side, what is your comfort music then? What are the older tunes that you always go back to when you're on those train journeys?
I've got a playlist of those songs that it's not full records, it's just the songs that make me feel like I'm the main character. Divine Comedy, Lady of a Certain Age, I can't stop with that song. I still go back a lot to all the Perfume Genius records, like they're still so perfect to me. Young Fathers as well are just timeless to me. Like, you know what, also I get very excited by old musical theatre stuff, but the really good stuff, not like the sort of American showy stuff like Don't Tell Me Not to...
Barbara! let me tell you something. This is a Barbara Streisand very friendly podcast.
Train carriage.
Love her. Love
That
her.
makes me so excited. And like old Judy Garland and stuff. Like, do a lot of that.
Also, those women knew how to perform.
Exactly. And you know what? Men over the years made us quieter and smaller. And you know why the trend is like, music.
And cursive singing.
Yeah. I mean, love, you know, I love Billy, but all the rest of it can get like and it's all about, suppressing. I love those performances. That's what I like doing. And that's kind of, sorry. I'm bringing it back. I don't care.
No, don't apologise. I get it. You like a vocal that's going to make you roar.
I want to feel.
Yeah, exactly.
So much. And I feel like, you know, like Sam Fender gets to sing out, but like the girlies don't. It drives me mad.
Trust me, I hear that. I hear that. Well, speaking of what you're going to be doing, we can now officially say the album title, which is...
A Complicated Woman.
A Complicated Woman. Now, is this something that you feel you have been told you are? Is this something that you have always intrinsically felt about yourself? How did this album title come to be?
I identify as a complicated woman.
Right.
I think I often have the album titles sort of knocking about for years before, and I've just known that that's what this is going to be called. But a lot of like, this is really cheesy, but it's literally true, and I've only just realised it, that I know I seem confident and forthright, but I don't say boo to a goose, like, ever. I have such problem with conflict, and I've over the years, you know, I'm still in situations where people bulldoze me a bit, and I'm like, okay, I'm still got problems with thinking people know better than me. I still, you know, it's my struggle, and it comes in and out, and sometimes I'm stronger than others. A Complicated Woman is more like, I guess I'm trying to say, like, you don't know me, and it's not as simple as I'm strong now, or I'm healed now, or it's never over. It's always a work in progress, and you can always revert to ways that you've tried to heal. So I'm trying to take some sort of pride in, like, I'm complicated, deal with it, kind of thing. I think we're meant to be consistent and make sense, and we're also meant to be some sort of finished product, and I'm kind of trying to say that.
No, but also it's not realistic. I don't know a single person who's got their life 110% together. It's just...
Even like the people that you go to their wedding and then you're like, oh, that's you done then, you're sorted. And then you're like, that's maybe my assumptions in my mind, but that's not true. And I think it's such a bad way of, like, it's wired in me that, like, eventually I'll be all right. And that I'm learning that that doesn't exist.
And that is okay. Hence why focus is power.
So I wrote that down in the pandemic. There's a little sticker in my mum and dad's shed that says it. I've got a problem with it. I know all my creative friends, like, you've got to stay on the task. Like, it's so hard. It's procrastinate and like be too scared to finish something because then it exists. Like, I'm trying to sort of say to myself, like, remember my power is in my execution and my just getting the fuck on with it. The world will make you think, it makes me doubt myself so much that I can fall back and never get anywhere with my work. And yeah. And also in the middle eight, I'm sort of saying, like, I'm trying to sort of announce that I did feel like giving up. Like, I got low. I got that bad after Prioritize Pleasure, and I was like ready to stop. And then I thought the childhood thing and what do I want to do? It's just like, I just want to sing. And like, I now have a chance to do that. So just keep
lay
going.
them vocals. Yeah. You've got a big old choir.
Finally. I just love it.
It's so powerful though. It's a really joyous listen.
It's my favourite sound in the world is loads of people singing. And over the years, I've, had different versions of that. But this time we got a full, really amazing choir. And I had the best day of my life.
It's fab. I'm excited for people to experience that live as well. That's going to be really great.
I know. I'm excited.
But won't push you for too much again.
Okay.
Got to keep people in suspense.
Yeah.
Okay, hacks. Travel tips. At this point in time, obviously, look, you've explained how, you've toured with no budget, then toured with like larger budgets. You've had to think quick on your feet. So when it comes to sort of like packing and how, Self Esteem goes about with her suitcase and organisation, what kind of traveller are you?
It's still bad. I still can't pack. I've never got any better at it. And like sometimes you do it, like back in the day I was touring in America where you'd go from one climate to another and like it's like what I've done instead of getting any better at packing is just I don't like put myself together as much. So what I need to take is like, I'm like tracksuits. I look like this all the time. I think I've actually just been on a different podcast with Grimmy looking exactly like this.
I see the dish. Shout out to dish. Yeah.
I think exact head to toe clothes on. Because I moved my goalposts to like no more sort of putting an outfit together. And that's my hack. Don't like, just be comfy.
You know what? It's not everyday glam.
No, I think it means so much more when I do it. When I do dress up. So yeah, I take less, and there's a more acceptance that I know I'm not going to have everything.
Now you say you take less. I know that you've stayed in a lot of hotel rooms. Are you the person that likes to permanently borrow things from hotel rooms? Have you been able to collect a decent amount?
I definitely used to take all the shampoo and stuff. It depends on the brand, doesn't it? Depends on what they're packing. If they've got some like unstuck Aesop, I'm like, well, yes.
Give me that black bowl. Yeah.
Like if it's going. Yeah, I'm a bit more choosy about what I take. I just love a bath though. That's what I do straight away. If the hotel room's got a bath, that's heaven to me.
Rebecca, before we finish, I do ask all my guests, how and what have you learned about yourself as a traveller?
You know what I've learned is I'm actually quite logical, and I think it's a misconception that I'm like a bit of a like I can't look after myself kind of person. And I go, well, if someone's there to if a tour manager's in the airport with me, I'm like, okay, I don't know, I've not got anything, and I'll let them do it. But actually, I don't need that. I'm actually quite good. I'm actually quite assertive. I could win The Apprentice. I think I've noticed lately.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, what do we need? Why? Where do we get it? I'm way more on it than I think I seem. I do, and I've got a good sense of direction.
Without apps.
That's what I mean. I know where I am.
And she knows where she's going.
And I know where I'm going.
Rebecca.
Because I know where I've been.
Exactly. Finally. That's it. Healing your inner child. Rebecca, thank you so very much for joining me on The Quiet Coach with LNER, Self Esteem's new single. That's Rebecca, by the way, if you haven't figured it out by now. Focus is Power is out now, and the new album is on its way. And if you liked what you heard today, do rate and subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and make sure you give us a follow. And next week, we are joined by a woman that I know Rebecca and myself are massive fans of. She was arguably, well, I wouldn't say arguably, she just is in the biggest girl band of all time. And this is not something I say lightly. I mean, Zigga Zigga, all of it. Melanie B, Mel B is going to be my next guest on Roots, and I'm so very excited. So we will see you then. Grab that window seat, reserve your spot with our seat selector. Visit lner.co.uk/reserve seat. Roots from LNER, a distorted production